You've probably arrived at this YouTube channel video again because you possibly had a look at completing this little form here in front of you, which has got a lot of red boxes and writing on it. And this typically amongst my clients is called, it's got a special name, this graph, it's called a depression graph, because it's not scientifically named. The reason why it's called a depression graph is because a lot of the time it makes people depressed, quite sad. What we want to do now is show you in your business how you can actually start earning some of the levels of income that we've got there now. Now in this example here, this business owner needs to be achieving a $300,000 net to themselves. So what we're going to use is this example behind me, and then I will step you through this and you'll be able to have this to apply your numbers to it. So where we start is we look at the drawings that the owners are currently taking out of the business now, and we want to pop down there $80,000 for the business owners. That's their current level of drawings. But that's not what they need to get out of the business. What they need to get out of the business is close to $300,000. Now, when you say $300,000, when you say it fast, it's really, really easy to say it fast. But when you have to earn $300,000 after tax to pay, it is an awesome amount of money. And it's an awesome amount of money that some business owners need to save. So what we want to make sure that you do is that you start planning for this inside your business. So we've got $300,000 here that we need to be taking out of our business, which we take $80,000 as a salary. We take away the $80,000 from that, and that means we want to see $220,000 net. And in this example here, and I'll just highlight this in red, this little bit here in red, that little colour there is what you get out of this business. Don't worry about all the sales and turnover. We're only interested in what you're putting into your pocket. It's what goes into your pocket that matters. So when we build this up now, we can now look at all of our expenses. And in this example here, I've said rent, insurance, accounting, subscription, all of those costs, and I've added those up to be $300,000. Now there could be a pile of other costs in here. They will be whatever they need to be because they don't add value to you, they're just expenses. So $300,000 plus the $80,000 down here means that we need to have $380,000 to be able to afford all of our total expenses. Then we add on our $220,000. $220,000 plus 380 turns around and says that we need to have $600,000 as our gross profit. Now, in this business, as in a lot of businesses, they seem to have, if you put your fee earning labour up here, your materials and labour is 50% and your gross profit is 50% of your sales value. So we simply put $600,000 in there and added together, that means that this business needs to have a turnover of $1.2 million. So what this materials looks like is we have now a cost for our materials and we have a markup for our materials. But we also have a cost for our labour and we also have a markup for our labour. In this example, we're assuming that we've got a 50% gross profit margin, so that means that out of our sales, 50% of every dollar of sales is a cost of sales. And in this example here, I'm putting fee earning labour in here, so that's the staff that actually generate the money. So we get a much truer cost of goods. So this tool is called a revelation chart. And the next question we want to be asking you is, what do you do if that's what you need to get out as net profit, but your business is nowhere near that? Well, we need to start coming up with some ideas. So here at the Business Doctor, we start identifying through that other chart that I showed you before, the depression chart, we start identifying what you need to get out of it for you, And then we need to identify what our costs are. That will tell us what our gross profit needs to be. That tells us what our cost of goods is going to be. And then that tells us what our turnover needs to be. So what do we do if we don't have that? I'm glad you asked. That brings me to another piece of paper. And that brings me to this. This is what I call a key leverage chart. And it simply says that we need to be talking about what are we going to do to get more leads in the door? Or what are we going to do to increase the conversion of those leads? Or what are we going to do to affect the average dollar sale that we're making out of the business? Or what is it that we're doing to affect the number of transactions? And then the accountant's favourite goes down here. What are the things that we can do to affect the profit? And on this list that I've got here, there's about 300 different things that, as a business coach, that I play with clients to make sure that we get the results. So there's 5 main profit drivers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this revelation chart here is a tool that I use in my business. It's a tool that I use with my clients. I recommend it to you, for you to sit down and have a think about what it is that it relates to your business and how you can use it in your business. I wish you all the possible success that you can have. If you have any questions, please send me an email and I'll try and assist you if I possibly can. All the best.